Hey everyone, it's Mark David Heiser from Daddy Did You Win? And I said yesterday during my training recap video that I would be back on Thursday with another video. And it's only Tuesday. So why am I back on Tuesday? Well, a couple hours after I posted that video, Indy Mini came out with an email, and this is what it said. So as I was saying, the email came out yesterday, probably about an hour or two after I posted my training recap about how I've been doing so well right now in my training right now for Indy Mini, and it went virtual. Shocking, I know. I knew this was a huge chance of this happening when I signed up for the Indy Mini. One of the main reasons why we signed up for Indy Mini was that they had an option to defer to 2022, and they're holding on to that. You can defer your race entry for 2021 to 2022, and so that's what we're doing. We could have gone virtual, or we could have donated our entry. I'm in absolutely have no desire whatsoever to do another virtual half marathon. Some people have stated that I should just keep on training and running virtually. I've done too many virtual marathons or too many virtual races over the past year. I'm done. I just don't really care to do another one. I'm doing one more this year, but I really don't care to do another one, especially the longer distances. It gets boring doing these runs on your own, and I want an actual race. So where does that leave me? So yesterday I started just seeing if there's anything that would fit into our schedule, even half marathon. I mean, I thought marathons was done, but nothing is popping up. And then as I was actually in Taekwondo class with my daughters yesterday, I'm getting messages from both my wife and my former coach with the same race. And believe it or not, we're back to marathon training. May 23rd, the plan right now is to drive to northern Chicago, to Schaumburg, a suburb of Chicago, and run the Chicagoland Spring Marathon. Actually, registration has not even opened for this race yet. It opens a week from today, on March 9th. And the great thing that they have going on for this race is, and basically these races, we know they are canceling or going virtual months ahead of time right now. I mean, probably at least 2 months ahead of time. With this race, they will not charge your credit card at all. They will not take your registration fee until 2 weeks before the scheduled race. So that would be about May 9th. They're going to start charging your credit card if you register. If the race gets canceled, no big deal. They're not going to charge you. You're not out anything. But you do have the option of doing that now. So like I said, the registration hasn't opened yet. This is a very late opening registration, obviously, but there are some precautions that they are taking to ensure that this race can happen. So one of the things they're doing, and this is the main one, I think is going to make this race possible. And we're talking Chicago area, where Chicago, Illinois, they're some of the strictest in the nation as far as their COVID precautions. They're not even back in school yet. Obviously, if you follow the news, you know there's a lot of issues going on with that. But one of the ways that they're going to try to get this race to go, and this race organization has actually held races they did back in 2020, is that, for one, you are not going to be able to, there's no mass start. Let's just put it that way. No mass start. They're going to start runners every 10 seconds. So the way that's working, because they are running a marathon and half marathon. Basically, they are running all the marathon runners. They're going out first, followed by the half marathoners. They're also saying no spectators at the start-finish line. They're asking you not to arrive no more than 5 minutes before your race. Really, they're just doing everything they can to make sure that this race happens. They actually had a great YouTube video. I'm going to add that to link down below. It shows you basically the procedure of how they are handling this and how they are having an effective race. And this video is actually shot during one of their other smaller races. I think it was either a 5 mile or a 5K. But it gives a really good idea of what they are doing to ensure that in-person racing can happen. And unfortunately, as we know, it's not as fun, it's not as great when you can't have the mass starts and you can't have everybody at the start-finish line and that sort of thing. But it's something, and we're moving at least in the right direction. I've been saying for a while, I want to know how races are going to be able to continue. I want to see races continue. I want to see them start now. And I'm all for getting back to normal right now. Unfortunately, health departments and everything, they're not seeing it that way, and so that's why we have the slow return that we're seeing. But races, the guys start getting creative, or else you're going to start losing people. No one wants to do virtual races anymore. This is getting old, and so for races to actually come up with creative ways to get a run in, for people to be able to run a marathon, and try to qualify for Boston. Hopefully that happens this fall. People haven't had the opportunity to do that since last February, maybe beginning of March. And so we need to start getting back to that, and we need to start getting creative on how we can do that. Unfortunately, there are no pacers. They did say they will have aid stations. They'll have at least water. It will be in small bottles. It'll be sealed. You'll be responsible for that. After the race, they will have bagged food for you, and that sort of thing. So we are getting at least a little bit back to normal. Would I like to see even more normalcy? Absolutely. Am I willing to take this just to get out and run a marathon? Absolutely. So as of today, this morning, I started marathon training again. Didn't think I'd be saying that for this spring. But on Tuesday, I will be registering. The spots are limited. It is, I think I saw like 800 for the marathon, more for the half marathon. So it's not going to be too hard to get in, I don't think. But it at least gives me some hope. It gives me a different race to run that I've never ran before. It looks like a lot of it is bike trail type things. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I'm looking forward to the opportunity to race. It's on May 23rd. It's a week before Memorial Day. So it could be warm, but it's something. So that's where I'm at now. Like I said, I had my first marathon canceled. I had my half marathon now canceled. Third time's a charm, right? All right. Thank you very much once again for watching. I really debated after the mini was canceled that I was not even going to do training recap videos, but I'll be back next Monday now with another marathon training recap video. So until then, have a great day and enjoy your run.